Now, our lines are full, but somebody was able to get our special call-in number, Mark. I don't even have this call-in number. Only a handful of people have it, and this person at this moment chose to use it. So I'll bring this special guest in right now here on Busted Open. Hello and good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Surprise!
Do I still have my sleep voice? I just woke up not long ago, but when Mark Henry messages you, you respond to that.
That's my girl.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. I was telling Dave, I was like, you know what, we about our trip to Cafe de Monde.
Oh, my gosh.
I forgot to mention. What's that?
I said you and I have had some really great food excursions.
Yeah. How do you stay so small? I mean, you eat like me. I'm like, this girl is cool and loves to cook. We've had some cooking tutorials.
I love cooking. It's like my number one thing. I have to pick and choose my moments. And then in the other times, I'm on a treadmill. So it's the good and the bad.
The good meets the bad. You got to have them both, the yin and the yang.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, first and foremost, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mark. But first and foremost, we have to congratulate Renee on a historic night last night on Monday Night Raw.
Thank you, guys. Woo! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I survived that and that it happened. My brain has not shut off since.
Listen, you did a wonderful job. I think that now we're going to have to add a microphone.
I hope so. Oh, my gosh. I would be so happy if that was the case. All I could think afterwards was and not even afterwards, during. You know, sometimes when you're in the moment of something happening and you don't really get to absorb it all. I mean, I guess during a 3-hour show you do get a moment to absorb it, but all I could think was that, man, do I want to keep doing this. It felt like It was so much fun, and it just felt right. It felt right to me, and I loved that. It was great.
I love the fact that you were able to analyze and critique, and not even for 1 second did you get overexcited. It's hard to not get to where you're screaming and cheering rather than analyzing.
Totally.
And
it's really hard to do
not one
that.
time did you.
Thank you. And I was definitely aware of that, and I definitely having reps under my belt of doing the kickoff shows and pre-shows and post-shows. I think I just have such a better grasp now from when I did commentary years ago at NXT when I was so new working in this company. I really didn't know what I was doing. Where now I've had some time to get in some more reps, even in the booth down at the Performance Center. And then, with the kickoff shows and everything, I just have such a better idea this time around of keeping my voice down and trying not to get too geeked out about the whole thing.
Well, it's a different process when you're analyzing and doing kickoff shows and you have back and forth rebuttal as opposed to analyzing a show as real time is happening and you're calling this and he did that move and why does that it's a hard process. People think that it's very easy to do, but it's not.
Oh, it is not easy. And man, do I have I've always been able to understand how great Corey Graves is. Because I just know him so well and I've seen his sort of journey to get to where he's at. But the respect that I have for what Michael Cole does is on another level right now. That guy is the best of the best. And I just finished calling 32 matches with him at the Mae Young Classic.
Wow.
And watching that guy's process is unbelievable. He is just the best. So I knew I was in such great hands with Cole and Graves. But yeah, I just have the utmost respect for what those two do.
I was in London recently, and I had the pleasure of sitting next to Jim Ross. And Jim Ross said, in his opinion, that people always say that he and Gordon Soley are the best that ever did it. He said that Michael Cole is right there. And I said, I agree. Michael Cole is unbelievable. He's the most prep guy I've ever seen. You look at his notes, and his notes are detailed. He'll go through a whole folder in one show.
It's nuts. Also, he has perhaps the tiniest writing I have ever seen a human use and actually be able to read afterwards. I was like,
I can't believe that.
What is this? How does that mean anything to you? It's bizarre. But yeah, he's unbelievable. I'm watching his process. And that was the hardest thing for me going out there, was figuring out what my process was to be ready. Because I didn't know if I was going to be, I'd always rather be over-prepared than under-prepared, but I wasn't sure what to even have going out there. So yeah, watching him do his thing blew my mind.
Renee, you think that you can do a favor for us? I know I'm calling in. I'm already getting a favor.
What do you need?
But I would like Dave and Alex and I will be at SummerSlam, as well as TakeOver and Monday Night Raw. At some point, we would love to get with you and interview you with the arena as a background. Just so and I want to do the same thing with Michael Cole. I'm going to call him today because I want Dave and Alex to see his book with how tiny this writing is. I'm not exaggerating.
No, it's
I cannot
wild.
see it without glasses on.
I don't think I could see it with glasses on.
It's absolutely crazy. I think that it's kind of like shorthand almost. Like you look at. Even as I'm sitting next to him and I'm writing down my own notes, and I'm trying to write in like regular full size, even when I get back to it during the show, I'm like, oh my God, what was this message that I've sent to the future self? I don't know what I wrote. I can't even read it. But for him, he's got this, it's bizarre. But yeah, anyone who gets a chance to see this tiny writing of Michael Cole needs to get eyes on it.
Well, I'm looking it up now as you guys are talking about it. It says that personality-wise, for people who write small, are usually not flamboyant or attention seekers. So is that true about Michael Cole?
That is absolutely true about Michael Cole. And you know what the interesting thing is about him, too, is that, like, with him being so good is how he does, like, slide under the radar of how immensely talented he is, because he just so seamlessly fits into everything that happens during Monday Night Raw, during pay-per-views. And I mean that in, like, the biggest compliment way.
It also says that they're shy and they have some, they don't look at themselves or value themselves highly. So maybe some people need to encourage him a little bit more.
I think that's not quite true in his case. I think that Michael actually, his job is, and he takes his job very seriously, is to put the emphasis on the talent. Mm-hmm. And he does his job as good as anybody that ever did it. And Renee, you have got the best tutelage in place. If you could just mimic, and mimicking is a great form of flattery. Sure. But you're going to have to come up with your own catches. I will. When that day comes, I'm looking forward to seeing a T-shirt with something you said on it.
Oh my gosh, what I would give! That would be the best. Yeah, I need to come up with some kind of catchphrase. I mean, that's kind of the motto for everybody. Get a little phrase, and you put on a shirt, get some merch happening. But yeah, I got to get on that. I got to start brainstorming. If you have any ideas, send them to me.
And Renee, really quick, and thank you so much for the time, because I apologize for my tag team partner calling you so early in the morning and waking you up. I mean, especially after
it's Mark. Anytime Mark's name comes across my phone, I never get upset about that.
It's unbelievable how many people have come on the air and have said the exact same thing. Mark, you are without a doubt the nicest human being on the face of the earth.
Done.
I try my best. I respect everybody, and people pay me back.
So,
damn right.
So last question for me. I mean, last night was truly historic. What was going through your head, minutes before you went live last night? Were you nervous? Did you know the significance of what was about to take place? Were you excited? What were you feeling just before you went live last night?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything. And also trying not to psych myself out in, like, in taking in the whole historic nature of like the first woman to have called Monday Night Raw, because I felt that a little bit when I did commentary before, knowing that I would love to have ended up where I was last night. And I kind of think to myself, man, you're opening the door for all these other women, and this could be a big moment, and da-da-da-da-da. But last night, I just really felt like I wasn't given any special treatment. I went out there with Graves and Cole, and, you know, I've known those guys for so long, and I knew that I was going to be in good hands. So, I mean, I felt, like, oddly calm all day. I kept, like, waiting for it to kick in. I'm like, okay, it's going to hit you any second now, like getting really nervous about going out there and making sure I don't make any bad calls or say anything stupid or that I didn't prepare enough, whatever. But
say the F word.
Yeah. Could you imagine? I'll leave that to Book. Yeah, it was the last 30 minutes. I got to Gorilla a little bit early, and I was like, oh, God, here it comes. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and then I was like, oh, my God, wait, do I have, like, music I'm coming out to? What's going to happen right now? So, yeah, it was just such a great moment. I can't believe that there was no, like, major hiccups. So, I don't know. I felt really great about the whole thing. I got a little bit nervous as I was walking out there and, like, getting ready for that first on cam and then sitting down and being like, wait, what am I doing out here again? Is this real life? But yeah, I just had such a good time, and I'm so happy that I was given a shot to do it. I know it is a big deal, and it means a lot to a lot of people, and it means a lot to me, so I'm so happy that WWE gave me the chance to get out there and do it again.
So my question is, did you go out with the team, or did you have your own separate entrance?
I had my own separate entrance.
And how did you feel coming through that curtain?
I didn't know what to do with myself. It's like, I didn't know what to do with myself. That I was like, oh, it's like that awkward, like in a photo, what do you do with your hands? I kind of felt like that. I was like, and as I was walking out, because Billy Kidman was the one giving me my cue from Girl, and he's like, you're going out last. I was like, what? And I was like, what am I going? I thought I was going out to like Graves music or something after him. And I was like, but wait, does that mean I have like my own music? So I was trying to listen to what was playing, and I still don't really know. But yeah, I was just trying to take it all in, and everybody was very gracious.
Well, I hope that you realize that there are bucket list moments for people, which I'm sure you probably have a bucket list. Mm-hmm. You can mark off your bucket list that you made history, and 200 years from now, you were a first.
Crazy.
And there's a lot of people that can say I did something, but there's not a lot of people that can say I did it first.
You're damn right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. My mind is blown. My mind is still running a million miles an hour. What?
I'm just proud as hell, not just because you're a woman doing something that a woman's never done, but I'm saying from the standpoint, it's my friend doing it.
Thank you, Mark. It meant so much for me getting your text yesterday. I realized that mine didn't go through. For some reason, my phone's been wild. But yeah, thank you so much. I mean, you always reach out to me in nice moments. You reach out to me then when I got married. You're always there. You're the best. Thank you.
Oh, you're special.
You are the best, Mark.
Stop it, Dave.
And then to end Raw, Dean comes out in his big return. You couldn't have timed this better.
What are the odds that those two things kind of synced up together? Yeah, wow. I mean, I was so happy to see him back in the ring, back in action. He looked like $1 million, all jacked up. And I know it meant a lot to him to get back in that ring, too.
He did look fantastic. I mean, he did get jacked. And then, you know, you had last night, and then, like you said, the Mae Young Classic, and then the Evolution pay-per-view that we're going to see in October. So you have a lot on your plate after what you did last night.
There's a lot going on. I mean, as you guys know with WWE, I mean, once it gets, I mean, it's just always moving. It's a train that does not stop moving. So it's always, you know, enjoy last night and soak it in, but now it's on to the next. We got SmackDown tonight, SummerSlam on Sunday, and kind of go from there to get us up to Evolution.
All right. Well,
I'm so looking forward to Evolution.
I am too.
Me too. I think it's going to be amazing. I think so many of these women are going to blow you away. I mean, we know the roster of amazing, talented women on Raw and SmackDown, and the women that I got to call their matches at Mae Young. What an amazing tournament! Those women tore it down. So many great faces and names that people already know, and some new ones. I think you guys are going to be really surprised and impressed with what they did.
Well, history was made last night on Monday Night Raw, and to talk about it, the talented and the great, the voice of the future of the WWE, Renee Young. Renee, thank you so much for the time this morning. I appreciate it. Thanks for answering Mark's phone call.
Damn right. Of course I will. Thank you guys for reaching out and listening, and thank you.